I'm ugly, and I'm pathetic. These are a couple of sort of big ideas that I had spinning around my head when I was a teenager. I used to think they were true, and for years I pummeled myself with those thoughts. I remember actually in my early teens, someone once said to me, "You're ugly," and made a joke out of it, and everyone had a laugh. And I mean, I don't know what they thought, whether that was true or not, but that really stuck with me, and I took that on board, and then spent a long time believing that, and making that a part of me, and it kind of affected a big part of my life. And I think it came from the fact that I always felt I was different. I mean, I had a very, very happy childhood. I had a lovely family, and I had no particular reason to feel troubled in any way. It's just, I don't know where it comes from. I just always felt like I was a bit different, I suppose. And when they said stuff like that, I kind of just agreed with it, and it was painful. And even now, actually thinking about it, it brings up those old emotions. The old feelings come back, and I realise the years of sort of misery really I created for myself with those thoughts. They're just someone said, or probably off the top of their head, without thinking about it. And I mean, okay, so why am I sharing it in this video? Well, in the video yesterday I spoke about being vulnerable, and to get what you want you have to open yourself up to be vulnerable. And so that's what I'm doing now. I'm opening myself up. I'm being vulnerable, because I just know that I've still got. So I've done a lot of self-development over the years, but I know there's more to go. There's always more to go. But for me, there's some things that I haven't quite shifted yet, and there are some things which I've kind of been ashamed of, like what I've just told you. And so I'm sharing it now, opening myself up to be truly vulnerable, so that I can reach the next stage of my development, of my transformation. And maybe that will encourage someone else. Maybe it encourage you to open yourself up to be vulnerable, because that really is the key to unlocking something inside. Because for years, I mean, I had a great mask. I had a great set of armour to protect myself. I mean, a lot of people would never have known in my teens what was going on at all in my head. Nothing like it, depending on who you're talking to, they would be shocked to hear that sort of thing was going on in my mind. So I developed thick armour, but unfortunately what happened was that armour became very heavy, and it weighed down on me for many years, and it's taken me years to overcome all that crap that I had developed for myself. The supposed things that were protecting me are the things that have actually imprisoned me. My protection became my imprisonment. And I've moved past all that stuff now. I mean, I've moved past even silly ideas like ugliness anyway. I mean, what difference does, it's all subjective, as I know. But to overcome those things has taken a long time. And like I say, even now as I remember them, it's not like it has no feeling for me. I haven't totally let go of it all. And so I'm opening myself and being vulnerable, doing my 30-day challenge, and I'm sharing a little piece of myself. And I'm hoping that maybe if it can even help one other person to be vulnerable and move forward themselves, then it's all worth it. So maybe have you got something that you'd like to share? Have you got something that you've maybe hidden from people? Maybe tried to keep in the back, keep out of the way of, what have you hidden from people because you're worried about what their responses will be? Maybe you think they won't understand, or maybe you think they'll think you're strange. Well, I encourage you, be strange, be prepared, because there will be people that are watching this and think, what an idiot. Or I'm sure much worse things that I won't say here, and that's fine, because part of being vulnerable is being able to have criticism and to be open to criticism. So bring it on, and I hope you maybe can bring yourself to be criticised and be okay with that, because not everybody needs to like you, not everyone needs to understand. It's not about that, but open yourself up not to care anymore, and that can be powerful.